5, 4, 3, 2, about 15 seconds here. Keep your weight forward in the right. Switches out, pull that rhythm first. Exhale, upper body rock.
She absolutely crushed it. Woo! Yay! That was so good.
The only bad thing was that you were all laying back.
I know, I'm sorry. The girlies have decided on matcha.
Matcha matcha.
Wait, yours looks really yummy.
Worked out with Kelly and it was so hard.
Madison has my journal out. That makes me so happy.
Hi, Cece. Hi, Cece girl. You're so gorgeous.
Decided since it's not frigid out today, I'm gonna walk home from the city and call my mom so that we can catch up. You're looking awfully cozy over there. Do you want to go for a walk? Oh. Do you want to go get my salad with me?
Hi, Cece girl. Come on, let's go.
This is my sweet green order. I always get a shrumami bowl, but I get it without any almonds. And then I add cilantro, carrots, and spicy broccoli. It is one of my favorite meals ever, honestly. I'm obsessed with this bowl. However, I always have to add red pepper flakes and sesame seeds on top. I love red pepper flakes and I love sesame seeds. I try to put both of these things on as many meals as possible. Also, I still have my wristband on, don't need that. I'm not gonna lie, I am so emotionally exhausted from the last 48 hours. Also, please excuse the mask. I did actually film an entire intro, but I was just editing it and somehow the audio got completely messed up. The only thing that I did get was a phone call with my mom. I'm vlogging, you wanna say hi to the vlog?
Hi guys, I miss you. I'm still in the hospital, but only been here for a few days and I think I'm going home today.
My mom ended up going into the ER over the weekend and then had to have an emergency surgery last night, which was upsetting and scary for obvious reasons. And I will say she's like, obviously, as you can hear, she's doing fine. They're discharging her. She's walking around. She's insisting that she's gonna be okay and that I don't need to worry or stress. But the stress and anxiety that I have felt over the last 48 hours of trying to decide, do I go, do I stay, what do I do, I'm so far away, I'm across the country, my mom is sick, then like waiting to hear from the surgeon last night, then I also wanted to talk to her before I went to bed, and then I did get to talk to her after her surgery, and even though I got to talk to her and she was okay, then I just was like tossing and turning all night, having crazy dreams all night. I slept like absolute last night because I just had so much on my mind, and everything's gonna be okay and it's all good, but like I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm relieved and grateful though, and that is kind of why I ended up having a good morning this morning, because my mom's surgery went really well last night. She's doing okay, and I just felt super inspired this morning to move my body. It did make me feel better, but I literally am struggling now because I got like 2 hours of sleep last night, and I just feel like I can finally exhale now that my mom's okay and everything's okay. I also just feel like I've had a lot going on in my life as it is already, and then on top of that, I'm very close to my mom, so having her in a compromising, scary situation was really upsetting for me. I've also never dealt with extreme guilt for living far away from my mom. For most of my life, I've lived less than an hour away, and so moving across the country, I was a little worried about that. This weekend, I felt the guilt. It was so freaking real. Like, I was just beating myself up, which I know is not productive, but like, I think now that she's okay, stable, getting discharged, going home, okay, we're all okay again. I feel like my nervous system is just like, whew. I had a full day planned today that I canceled because I feel hungover, honestly. Like, obviously I didn't drink last night, but just the lack of sleep has made me feel hungover. I can't even hold the camera up right now, if I'm being honest with you. Sorry. Life has actually been pretty good for the most part, other than this. I feel like this just like makes things seem really dramatic. It did feel very extreme. Other than this, everything's been going well. I just think there's a lot on my little heart. I care about my mom so much. She's my only family, so if she's not feeling well or she's not okay, it's obviously very upsetting, but everything's gonna be fine. And I will feel better, I'm sure, tomorrow after a good night's rest tonight. First of all, I need this to be documented. The flowers that Hannah got me on Valentine's Day, which was 2.5 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, they are still thriving. That I think is a record for me. She got them at Trader Joe's too. They're so pretty. I'm telling you, Trader Joe's has the best flowers. And if you trim them and change the water out, they just last so long. Also, I got a PR package from, I think you pronounce it being Frenchy. Oh, this is Ashley Tisdale's brand. Very cool. But they sent me some goodies. Hair, body, and linen spray. That smells really good. Oh, I love the Desert Rose one. That one smells so good. A candle. I am a big candle girly. I love a candle. That smells so good. Oh my gosh. Wait, oh, this is at Target. How good. Body serum stick infused with magnesium and squalene. Interesting. Hydration and relaxation. Well, that is exactly what I need tonight. That's so nice. Do you want to have a little cuddle session on the couch with me, my girl? I think I'm gonna order takeout and just have a chill night because I am so sleepy. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. All I'm craving right now is comfort food. Did Postmates vegan comfort food from this place called Modern Love in Brooklyn. It's so good. And I got some sauteed kale, which I know is so random, but it's so good. Mashed potatoes. And they make this like vegan gravy with chickpeas. Then I got some buffalo cauliflower wings. This is not my norm, as you know. I just felt like I needed something cozy. Not really had an appetite much the last few days, so I'm sure you can understand why. So the fact that I was craving anything at all was very exciting for me. I'm sorry, but that looks delicious. Can't convince me otherwise.
Hey, how are you? Good, nice to see you. Have a good one. See you soon.
Can I just tell you, I slept for 9.5 hours last night. I never sleep that much. I slept in until 7:45, which if you know anything about me, you know I naturally wake up at the crack of dawn every day. So that was pretty shocking, waking up and looking at the clock. But good morning. I'm feeling so much better. I feel like a new person. I'm so happy I got such good sleep last night. And I'm actually getting ready right now because I'm gonna head into the city to my friend Madison, who I saw yesterday, her salon, because we're gonna add in some highlights to my hair. I have been letting my hair chill and be on the darker side for the last 8 months. I've actually been dyeing it darker on top just to help my hair quality and hair growth. Bleach is just not great for your hair, but it is looking a little too dark for me. So we're gonna add in some highlights up top just to brighten it up a little bit. I personally like my hair a little blonder, but it just does not do my hair any favors when I'm putting highlights in it. I've been prioritizing hair health over hair color. But I'd love to try to find a happy medium today and brighten it up just a little bit while still keeping it natural and more on the blonde side. I need to record a couple of voiceovers for a partnership I'm working on, so we'll do that and then we'll head into the city quickly. But speaking of recording and audio, I did want to let you know, I mentioned this in my last vlog that I would do a podcast episode about how to heal through a breakup and my whole process for healing through my breakup, and that episode went live yesterday. So I will link that episode down in the description box. You can listen to this episode on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. It's not going to be on YouTube, but you can listen to the episode. It's live now.
There she is. Curled up. Let my curls sit.
Did you have a good day? I missed you. My little Velcro dog. I missed you. Yeah, I got my hair done. Yes, I got my hair done.
I feel like a new woman. On my way home, I decided that I'm going to make some chili. I made this chili before on my channel, like many, many, many times. And it's quite literally the easiest thing in the world. I do kidney beans, garbanzo beans, and then I got some butter beans. Then I do 2 cans of diced tomatoes with jalapenos and cilantro, a can of fire roasted tomatoes, onion and bell pepper, mushrooms and zucchini, garlic, and then I add in some diced green chilies. The secret ingredient to my chili is actually my mom's secret ingredient, which is a beer. I always add a beer to my chili. The alcohol cooks down, but it just gives it such a good flavor. And then I always season with some garlic powder, cumin, and cayenne pepper, and of course, salt and pepper. Also, this is like the only beer that I had in my fridge. So that's why we were doing Tecate. But usually I like to do a Corona. I feel like those taste the best, but beer is beer in chili, you know? And then I'll let this simmer for a while, and then I will add water, and that's it. It is truly the easiest recipe, and it is so yum. It is Therapy Thursday in my world. I have therapy on Thursdays, and so I try to just go heavy on the self-care on Thursdays because therapy is typically a lot for me.
I'll do iced, please. Finally getting warm enough.
Yeah.
That looks so good. I can't believe that's vegan. Yum.
There were, you know, a lot of different layers to it, and I'm feeling a little bit more balanced today. Not me literally breaking out in hives after therapy. Tell me you're sensitive without telling me you're sensitive. I got the most delicious looking pastry this morning at that coffee shop, Guevara's. It is a scallion pancake and it is vegan. I've never seen a scallion pancake in this shape, but she said it was incredible, so obviously had to get it. Felt the need to treat myself today, you know? Therapy is so incredible. I know I've talked about this in a recent vlog, but it has literally changed my life, but it is so heavy for me. I think I'm just ultra sensitive and a true empath, and I just carry everything in my heart and on my heart. I always feel so good after therapy, and it's obviously incredibly productive for me, but it's also just like, which is why we go heavy on the self-care on Thursdays. I have a little bit of work to do, and then I'm taking myself to Pilates, which, by the way, I'm doing my Pilates certification right now. And I posted something on my Instagram and said, if you have any questions about my certification, ask me and I'll answer them in this vlog. So I am gonna answer questions about that. And I'm gonna take you to a day like in my life in this vlog on Saturday. So that's to come in this vlog. But I'm just like in my Pilates era right now. I am obsessed with Pilates. More on Pilates later, but again, I have Pilates, then I'm gonna get my nails done, and then I'm going to an event tonight with my girlfriend Kelly, and then we're gonna go to dinner. I'm gonna go to this place called Kiki's. Okay, this looks unreal. I feel like I need to try this with you. Don't know what the best way to eat this is. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Also, I got my mom a cute little card, so I wanna write this for her. Speaking of my mom, I should call her right now and check in on her.
Hi there.
Hi, Mama.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
Hanging in there?
Yeah, you doing okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna be so jealous.
Uh-oh, what?
I went to Guevara's. Remember the pink coffee shop?
Yes?
And I got this pastry that's like a scallion pancake pastry.
Oh my gosh.
It is so good. Remember we had the empanadas there?
I love that place.
Mm-hmm.
You went to Guevara's. You haven't been there in a while. Yummy.
This is so good.
Oh, well. Enjoy yourself. Okay?
Sorry.
No.
Perfection. That is actually where I'm doing my certification as well. But again, more about Pilates on Saturday. Now it's time to go get my nails done. I know. She's like so upset right now that I did not take her to my nail appointment. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I went to Pilates before and I couldn't take you. I'm sorry. Everyone was asking where you were. Everyone was asking where you were. They love her in there.
I desperately need to do a closet clean out and go through all my clothes, figure out what I have, and like figure out outfits because I have not done that in so long. And every time I'm in a rush, I always go to the same outfit, which is these black studded Reformation jeans, some sort of black top, and my black boots. It's a great outfit, but it's like, I can't keep wearing this only outfit. I have other clothes. I feel like we all have an outfit like this. It's our outfit that we wear when we don't know what else to wear, but we want to feel good. Like that's this outfit for me. Plus this little aloe bomber jacket is everything. This is a very Kelly heavy vlog. Went to your class on Tuesday. What? Yo, what is happening? My hair is wrecked.
You, me, and both, man. What is happening?
Little wind in my hair. This is a lot bigger of a deal than I thought it was gonna be. Kelly's looking for the phone. Yeah, we did it. This is the content we were able to get. Kelly is sitting on the rower because there's literally nowhere for us to sit.
Wind is on another level today. I tell you what, that is probably my least favorite thing about New York. There are days when the wind is just truly out of control. I just can't handle it. So I'm gonna make today an inside day. Try and get some admin work done, possibly do a little organizing. I need to do a full-on apartment clean out at some point. Today is not that day because I have admin work that I need to get done, but I feel like I would love to do a light version of that today because I do feel slightly out of sorts in my apartment. And I'm not like terribly unorganized right now, but it's just really not up to my standards right now, if I'm being honest. It's not as organized and tidy as I would like. And I think that's just a result of being busy and traveling a lot and kind of running from here to there, which has been fun because I love being busy and I love doing cool stuff. But when you live in a fairly small New York City apartment with minimal storage and every single thing has a very specific place and you run out of time to put it back in its specific place, and I find that things can just get very messy very quickly. I cannot thrive when my space is chaotic. I thrive in a well-organized, put-together, tidy space. So doing a proper, full-on apartment clean-out and organization is on my to-do list. Comment below if you'd be into doing that with me. Maybe we'll do that in the next vlog. Speaking of apartment, I also need to decide if I'm going to stay in my apartment or if I'm going to move. It's been an ongoing thought for me because they are going to raise my rent a considerable amount. So I'm kind of like, if I'm going to be paying more, do I want to stay here or go to a new spot and have a fresh start? Because while I do love my apartment, I do have some heavy memories here. I don't know why I'm laughing because it's not funny. Between losing Penny here, I literally had a vet come to the house when she passed away. So that happened here, and my breakup. I feel like I need to set aside time to explore my options and look at some places. I also, again, could be really happy staying here because I do love where I live, and I could, instead of moving, just refresh the space. I know I did a little bit of that at the end of last year, but it was kind of like a manic zhuzhing of my space. And there's some corners of my apartment that I'm like really happy with and love, but there's still like, I don't have art in my living room. I want to do something to my bedroom. You know, there's still more things that I want to do. Anyway, I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I don't have time for all of that today, but these are just the things on my mind. I also decided to reopen the Yoga Inspired Life program, and that begins actually in 10 days from today, but it'll begin tomorrow, the day after you see this vlog. So need to prep that and get that ready for everyone. P.S. if you've been wanting to join, there could potentially be 1 or 2 spots left. So feel free to email me if you want to join. I've talked about it on my podcast and on my Instagram, but on the off chance that you're not listening to my podcast and you don't follow me on Instagram, maybe this is the first time you're hearing that I've reopened the program. And if that's the case, you can email me. By the way, if you're unfamiliar, the Yoga Inspired Life program is my 12-week yoga inspired self-discovery program. But I will leave a little link in the description box where you can learn more and or join the wait list for more info. And before any organizing or cleaning can be done today, that is what I'm going to work on, getting the program content set up for everyone, also scheduling in the calls and getting all of the back end stuff set up. Just a lot of boring admin work. The exciting part is once we begin on March 17th. And honestly, technically the program begins, like the first module drops on March 17th, but I have been known to add people to the program during that first week even, just because you're not really behind or anything like that until we have the first call. So if you want more info, I'll leave everything down below for you. Okay, I got the majority of the admin work done, which feels so good. And now I'm gonna do a little multitasking and preview the next podcast episode that my editor just sent over to me. I need to listen through and make sure there are no further edits needed. And while I do that, I think I wanna organize my bathroom. I feel like that's a reasonable place to start. Also, this episode is gonna be so good. It is called The Universe is Always Upgrading You. That's my new mantra. The universe is always upgrading me, always.
So get inspired, learn
To hop on the mind. If you are in the middle, it didn't work out, so you into the deep end, the universe, and it is a game loss. Like yourself, replacing it with something better. Let's be, did you keep focusing on their customers feel all the, but if you're doing that for a prolonged period of self-healing, the time to rise up. Okay, I feel better already. There's something about cleaning and organizing that just really does bring me so much peace. And the podcast episode has been uploaded and is ready to go. Love that. Oh my goodness gracious. That is a hot mess. Much better. I feel like doing a little bit of organizing at a time is gonna be my vibe right now. The thing that scares me the most is my closet, if I'm being honest with you. That will definitely be in a separate vlog. This was a great start. I just decided I feel like I have a little more cleaning energy in me, so I'm gonna tackle my kitchen because Lord knows it needs it. Oh my goodness, that is really scary. I'm gonna show you my fridge, but I'm really embarrassed. It's not good. I never do this. I never just throw things in there like this. This is not good. So we've got some work to do. Also, I do love my cutie little fridge arrangement right now though. Laura, Brooke, Hannah, Brooke again. This was like so long ago. This is probably like 6 years ago now. My mom with me when I was a baby. Brooke again, me when I was little. Hannah again, my little martini glass. I love this. Sadly, my camera died, so I couldn't film organizing all of this, but we are charged up and this cabinet is organized. And I also cleaned out my pantry area, which this is crazy that this is like all my pantry area. There's such little storage in here, but that's okay. Everything is clean, organized, feeling good. Now I need to do a full like kitchen clean all of this. This is like really nasty. And there are a bunch of dishes in the sink because I had some chili for lunch. girls' dinner tonight with my friend Alex. I feel like I'm wearing a very similar outfit again. These are not the same jeans though, okay? They are black jeans, but they are not the same jeans. So it's not the same outfit, okay? Don't come for me. As I said, I need to do my closet. And we're just going with what's easy right now, okay? This sweater is from Zara, and I'm not even gonna tell you, I'll link everything below. Say bye-bye to my nice hair, because as soon as I get outside, the wind's gonna hit it, and it's gonna be flat. Murky because it's very shaken. Yeah. Cheers, babe.
Like sitting with it and being able to like think about it.
We are moving locations. What is this little wine bar called again? Cecily. Yes.
It's like a good intersection, like this area.
It's cute. We're going in. She's an interior designer. I know that.
That's the cool thing about New York. You can walk past the place and it looks like teeny tiny, but it's massive inside.
I feel like
I need to be more vulnerable.
I think you need to be more
my real life story of where I'm at. You know?
Yes.
But I'm scared of being judged.
But I think it should be like.
Oh my god. Sauce or something? Oh my god. Wait, I need some of these nuts. Yeah. They're really
Oh
good.
my gosh. Your rings are so good.
Saturdays and Sundays, I have my Pilates certification training. I've been doing this for the past 3 weeks. It's a total of 4 weekends. And I shared about my training on Instagram and there were a lot of questions. So I thought I would sit down with you now and chat to you about it and just like share a little bit more about it. Basically, I am currently doing a mat and anatomy training. It's a 100-hour certification training and I'm doing it through Good Day Pilates. And the reason why I chose Good Day Pilates is because I take Pilates there. I actually take Reformer Pilates there and I am just obsessed. I love the way that they sequence. They take a super functional approach, which I really appreciate. So essentially exercises that are going to help you live your life in a better, more balanced way. So lifting your baby if you're a mama, or lifting something heavy, or putting your suitcase in the overhead compartment, or, you know, things that we do in everyday life, they're always kind of sequencing their classes around moves that are going to improve your daily life. And I really, really love that approach. It's not about like shredding or losing weight or whatever it might be. It's more of a functional approach. And the reason why that is because Good Day Pilates was started by a physical therapist. So she really takes a comprehensive approach. And I just really love the style of their teaching. I'm doing it in person at their Williamsburg location, although I believe they have 3 studio locations and they do have online trainings as well. And I posted a question box on my Instagram because I felt like I was getting so many DMs about this. And I was like, okay, ask me all your Pilates training questions and I will answer them. So let me just pull that up really quickly. I want to make sure I answer everything. Are you planning to teach or just deepen your self-practice? This is a question I saw a lot. And I have been wanting to do my Pilates certification for a really long time. I've done 3 yoga teacher trainings, so I have over 600 hours of training, which if you know anything about teaching yoga, the minimum requirement is 200 hours. So I'm a little bit of an overachiever when it comes to certifications. I've done a lot of training in the yoga space. And even though I feel like I know what I'm doing in workouts and Pilates, I really wanted to make it official. The idea for getting my Pilates certification came to me last year because I feel like I get asked all the time to share workouts on YouTube and on Instagram. And while again, I do feel comfortable doing that because I've been working out for like more than half my life. And I've done so much anatomy and training through my yoga certifications. I've also worked with personal trainers, and I feel like I know a lot about the body, and I feel like I've done enough working out in my own body that I know what works and what doesn't, but I just can't share workouts online personally without having the training to back it up. And then also, I just love learning about the body. I love learning about things that I'm really passionate about and interested in, and I've really enjoyed getting into Pilates over the last year, and so I just thought that this would be a really fun thing for me to do, especially given everything that I've been going through for the last 6 months. I think that investing in yourself is such a great way to build confidence, and this is something I've been wanting to do for myself for a long time, and it just felt like the right time to do it. I will say I do have a vision of creating an online platform where I share yoga flows, meditations, and mat Pilates workouts, and I also want to find a way to kind of like fuse it all together. And again, even though I feel like I have a ton of training and I feel like I know what I'm doing, I don't feel right about doing that if I don't have the professional training. And that to me meant investing my time, energy, and money in learning and being able to back that up with a professional certification. I don't plan on teaching in studio classes, but definitely online. So that's to come. Lots of questions about whether I'm getting certified in mat or reformer, and I'm getting certified in mat Pilates. I personally love reformer Pilates, but I want to be able to teach online and share my workouts online. And I'm assuming that like not a lot of people, if not the majority of people, don't have a reformer in their home. So I decided to go with mat Pilates. Also, in order to do the reformer training at Good Day Pilates, you need to do the mat and anatomy training first. So that's why I went with that. And actually, now that I've been in the training, I'm realizing that mat Pilates is actually a lot harder than reformer Pilates. It's pretty wild. How do you know which course to choose with the abundance of courses around? I went with the studio that I love practicing at. I've been going to Good Day Pilates for, it'll be 3 years in May since I moved here, and I've taken a lot of classes there. I've also taken a lot of classes at other studios, and I just personally love Good Day Pilates, which is why I want to learn from them, because I've noticed the changes in my own body and I enjoy their teaching style. That's kind of like how I chose that course. So I'm a big believer in learning from people who you admire or personally practice with. That's how I've done my yoga teacher trainings. So that's naturally how I chose my Pilates certification. And it was also important for me just at this point in my life to do an in-person training, just because I work from home, I live alone, I'm single now. And while I do have friends, I was also looking to build community with like-minded people. And I found that through certification courses and trainings and classes and stuff like that, it's a great way to make new friends. And the group of gals that I've met through this training are so amazing, and that has been an added bonus for me. Is it contemporary or classical? It is modern Pilates. We are actually doing a full classical training today, so I'll learn all about that, but the majority of this training is aimed towards like contemporary modern Pilates. Are you just doing mat or full comprehensive? This is a comprehensive mat training. So this is mat anatomy. If I want to continue my training, which maybe I might, the next one would be reformer and jump board. The cost, this course is $2,000 plus tax, and taxes very high here in New York. Are you practicing for your own knowledge or to grow a business? I feel like I kind of answered that question, but I would say a little bit of both. Did you do mat Pilates training? Would love tips for how we can mix Pilates with yoga on the mat. That's the goal. That is the goal. That is the vision for this online workout yoga meditation platform that I am working on for you guys. I'm so freaking excited. It's gonna be so good. How long is the certification course in order to get the hours needed? It is a 100-hour mat and anatomy training. So basically the way this one is set up, we train Saturdays and Sundays from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. for 4 weeks. So that I think roughly comes out to like 40 hours of lectures and workshops. And then there are roughly around like 60 hours where you are doing self-practice and practice teaching. And I think they break that up with like 30 hours of practice teaching and 30 hours of self-practice. So once the in-person lectures and workshops conclude, then there is an additional like 60 hours of training that you need to do on your own time before you test out. Please, can you do some online classes for your followers? Yes. That's the goal. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for me, but I am doing it for you too. I'm thinking about both of us. I am just the girly. I've always been this way since I started sharing my life online and since I started my business, is I'm always looking for ways to reinvest in my business and reinvest in myself in ways that are going to benefit you in the long run. So I'm thinking about both of us when I'm doing this. I feel like that answers the bulk of the questions, but if you have more questions that I didn't answer, if I wasn't clear about anything, feel free to leave a comment below and I will get to them, I promise. Just gonna do some chili for lunch because I need to leave in like 30 minutes. And we do get a break halfway through our day where we can go and get a snack or like a coffee or something, but I always like to have a meal before so that I'm like fueled up and ready. And I know that today is gonna be a movement heavy day because we are going through a classical Pilates today, so I wanna make sure I have a nice hearty meal before I go in. And just because I feel like I'm gonna get some questions about the online platform that I'm creating, I am still in the early stages of that. I don't know when I will like launch that. Hopefully like summer to early fall. Again, I'm like doing my certification first because I want to get that done. And then I'm gonna start creating workouts like fused with yoga, and I want to come up with different meditations for you. And I want it to kind of be an all-encompassing platform where you can work out with me, meditate with me, flow with me. Maybe I'll even do bonus podcast episodes on there or like journal sessions with me. I don't know, like I'm still dreaming on all of it, but it's been something that I've been wanting to do for a while and I'm super excited about it. And I of course will keep you posted. But again, I'm in early stages of this. I don't half-ass anything, if you couldn't tell. If I'm gonna do something, I go all in, and all in for me with this looks like making sure that I'm beyond qualified. Also quickly, I am obsessed with the trainers that I'm working with at Good Day Pilates. They're so freaking nice and it's just been such an enjoyable experience. So back to like how to pick the right training for you. Go somewhere where you vibe with the studio. I would recommend taking class there for a while before you decide to invest your money and train with them. And I like tried out a lot of different Pilates studios once I decided that I wanted to get my certification, and I'm just so glad that I went with Good Day because it's been such a fun, fulfilling experience. Also, I think I mentioned this, but they do have online courses. So if you don't live in New York, you could potentially do your training with them online. I'm sure it's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna eat this and then we'll head off to training.
Oh, I didn't realize people were already up here.
World is like, this was like a hospital bed that he was like attaching.
Oh, interesting.
Pulling your chest to do your legs. Yeah, good. Okay, so this is our goal at the credit. Yeah, that's much better.
Going on a little coffee break. Thank you.
I agree. I like a very
Snacks and coffee. It's all about balance. This is Shelly the Skelly. Hannah's just laughing at us.
We like just find out like the last like it's so cool.